Hey there everybody, this is Kirby, back again at another base. This one here is at the core of Euclid. I'm within one, I think, maybe two jumps from the core, from this location. So if anybody is looking to get to the core, this is a great stop-off point. What it is, let me show you what we got here. This is kind of my Ewok village. Everything's all wooden, everything's up hidden in the trees. You can see it going around some of the trees. Everything's all elevated and looking nice. And then over here you'll see a couple of grow houses and some other buildings. That is basically what this base is for. This is my dairy farm. I do a lot of cooking for nanites. You can see all my nutrient processors in there. I've got frost crystal up here. I've got Fecium and cactus. Down here are my feeders. I've got an automatic feeder and a milk, and then over here I've got another automatic feeder and a milking station. You can make a ton of milk here in a very short time. And if anybody needs star bramble, let me make it nighttime here, and you can see why. My whole base glows blue because of all of this star bramble that's growing. You can see all these big natural bushes all around, and then I planted a ton underneath it. And my whole base at nighttime glows blue. It's really cool. I like this base. Again, this is at the core of the Euclid system. And I'll show you what we got over here. Normally you find herds of critters around. Oh, there they are. Sweetened compost is what they like. Oh, there's a ton more over here. So instead of going to up into my building to get it, I'll just put it here real quick. Get out all my sweetened compost. Here it is. Oh, I've only got 2 left. That's okay. For those of you who don't know how this system works, you put your sweetened compost, or whatever the animals in the area, whatever they like. You put that in here, and it just spits it out. And then here come all the critters. After they eat, they will come and hang around, looking for more food. And this little machine, the automatic harvesting robot, will start taking all of their milk. See, it says recently milked. Recently milked. Recently milked. Automatically, it just, as long as this stays full, it'll automatically just spit it out at random occasions. And then as soon as they eat, they get milked. And what you do is you click on this unit, and here's the milk. For some reason, it says I've only got 2. Oh, there it goes. You can see all the little white stuff floating through the air. Like that guy over there is about to be milked. You can see his little milk thing on the top, and there it goes. There we go. Now it should be a little more full. 7 already. In that short a time. And as long as you keep this harvester full, they'll keep eating and keep producing milk. Like this little guy, he's got a little milk symbol on the top. It'll say collect milk. There it goes. Just took it. Oh, there goes some more. And just keep spitting it out. Got 11 milk now. It's super fast. It's super easy. And as long as you're in the area doing things, this will just keep running. And the animals will just keep eating and keep being milked. Now, it'll work for anything. Any kind of animal that requires some sort of bait, as long as you have a lot of them in the area, this will just keep harvesting whatever they happen to put out. These guys all put out milk. If you have any creatures that give you eggs, it'll harvest the eggs. Just absolutely anything that you can harvest from the animals, this will take off them. And it'll do it all without you doing anything. You just sit back. 17 milk already. And then what we do is we come up in here. I've got 2 storage units. This is all my processed food. You can see all my milk in here. I've actually got 2 of the same for some reason. 3 and 4. Oh, no, I don't. They're all food and growables. There you go. For some reason that rendered differently. All my growables are here. What I do with these is I use these as the base ingredients to a lot of the different things that I cook. When we come up here, this is where I make pretty much all of my nanites. And I have a ton of them. I made most of them from scrapping ships and cooking food. 213,000 nanites. Works pretty good. I get all of these nutrient processors running all at once, doing different parts of each recipe. There you come in here. We've got my little lab station, my testing station. Goes through, checks all the quality control of all my food items. Here's the other part of my quality control, my little desk, all my computer systems. And upstairs are all the plants. And if you take this, it'll warp you to my main building. This is my Ewok village over here. But Ewok village is pretty empty. This was mainly why I built this little section here. This base is nothing but my dairy farm and my cooking stations. You can make a ton of nanites by cooking and selling them all, everything you cook, to Kronos up in the space anomaly. Works wonders, especially when you have something automated and you don't have to go out and feed everything and milk everything all by hand. There, 21. So 2 things of food with a good amount of animals around gave me 21 milk. 21 milk will make a ton of butter. Here we go. Oh, and I'm all full. So I've got 20 milk left. That works. I'll show you again what we got going on here. When we get up into space, and I will come back down to show you all the coordinates and such. But once we get up here into space, to give you an idea of how close we actually are to the core, we spin around, and there it is. Now you can see the jump off point, if you want to go to the galactic core, is right there. That system jumps you into the core. So I am that close. It's awesome. Took a long time to get down here, but it was well worth the trip. On the trip down, I found my freighter. It was about 73,000 light years from this system, and it was awesome. Well worth it. If no one has ever run to the core, I highly suggest take a trip, take a run. The things you can find and the things you can see when you're going there, it's just incredible. You can find some of the neatest animals, which is one of the things I love to do, is see what kind of animals are in different places. Didn't want to land. That's nice. All right. Take a wide turn. There we go. All right. So this here, the core in the Euclid system. Bottom left-hand corner are all the glyphs to get you here. If you want to come use the dairy farm, by all means. If you want to jump to the core, by all means. Actually, no, you can't jump to the core using the glyphs. But I can bring you here. If I'm your friend on the PlayStation, just let me know anytime that you need a trip to the core. You can join on me, set a base down here, and take off. Or just take off from wherever you spawn in on me, which would be right here in this system. You can jump to the next system and then into the core, and then you'll go to, I believe, the Euclid Galaxy is the next one on the list. But those are the coordinates. And then minus 12.23 by minus 64 by 15 is the actual coordinates to this planet. And the name of the planet is right there in the left-hand side. Wallenux? Maybe? I don't know. I'm awful with some of these planet names. They're kind of crazy. But it's a great place to come down. If you want to cook, if you want to make some pretty good nanites, by all means, look up my base, come on down, load up the processor, get all your milk, and then you go right upstairs and start cooking. As long as you have the other ingredients, because you won't have access to my two lockers full of ingredients. It's locker 3 and locker 4 are the two storage units. This little bugger just hit me from down here. I'm gonna take your soul. There you go. Locker 3 and locker 4 is what I have in the base of my refiner system over here. So in your own storage unit 3 or 4, if you put all the foodstuffs that you need to make whatever you want to make, when you come out here and harvest all this milk, you'll have all your stuff right here waiting for you, which I think is a great idea. I'm glad they did that. Anyway, that's my farm, and this is my core base. By all means, I would love for you guys to come visit, help yourself to whatever you need. In the comments, let me know if there's any place you'd like me to go or see, if there's anything you'd like me to try and build. I would love to. I love seeing everybody's imagination. Don't forget to subscribe if you like it. Click the like button and that notification bell in case you do enjoy seeing some of these bases. You'll won't miss another one. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys, and I will talk to you all later.